Every morning, the world starts quietly, one soft light at a time. Homes flicker awake, shops open. People take those first small steps into a brand new day. And in all of that ordinary movement, there's something kind of extraordinary. A moment worth noticing, a spark you feel before you even name it. Sometimes it's quiet, sometimes it's small, but kindness shows up right on time. And every morning we choose to show up with you so we can look for that spark together.
Good morning. I'm Matt Roof, the Uncommon Kindness Guy, and this is Kindness Rising. Let's rise together.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. What is up, everyone? Jess, first one in the house this morning. Good morning. Welcome to Kindness Rising. Today is May 26th, and on this day in 1805, two wildly different things were happening at the exact same time. In Europe, Napoleon Bonaparte was crowned the King of Italy. Empire, power, ceremony, political ambition, and very big crown energy. Meanwhile, in North America, Lewis and Clark, the expedition, recorded the first documented sightings of the Rocky Mountains. No throne, no cathedral, and no fancy robes. Just grit, and those appear to be some extremely large mountains. And here's the thing I love about this. Did either side know what was happening? That they were having a historically important day? Absolutely not. Two major moments, same day, same world, completely disconnected. And because life is strange, later today in this episode, we're throwing in an unrelated Gen X curveball with our Who in the World, because apparently that's what we do here. So let's rise above the noise together and have a great day. Welcome to Kindness Rising. I see people coming into the chat. A little pause. Apparently I can't click and speak at the same time. I'm going to learn how to do that. Kathleen Byram is here. Kathleen, hey, note the change. Bottom right-hand corner, you should be. I hope you are seeing the chat, which means that everyone will see everybody's chat. If you join us on LinkedIn, if you join us on Facebook, if you join us from the planet Venus, you should, although I'm not streaming on Venus yet, but wherever I decide to stream, if you come in from there, you should be able to see that. That's a change we made. Thanks, Kathleen, for being the catalyst for that change, joining us every day from LinkedIn. And I'm like, people gotta see Kathleen's comments. How are we gonna make that happen? Hope it works out for you guys. Welcome into Kindness Rising. We are getting up and getting after it today, as we always do on Mornings in the Lab Network. I hope that you guys are getting ready to rise and kind today, getting up on the right side of the bed with more high fives for humanity. And remembering this, that we tend to experience life as if our immediate life is the reality, our calendar, our inbox, our stress, our goals, our family stuff, the things we're worried about all week long, the things we're excited about. And that's because we're human. But today's history rabbit hole took me down this idea that while Napoleon is being crowned king, Lewis and Clark are over here in the U.S. with their crew fighting the Rocky Mountains at the same time. There was no satellites or internet or microwaves or any of that to say, hey, Napoleon's getting crowned over here and Lewis and Clark are over there. Two major moments in the same world. And that just brings up this idea, how often world-changing new things are happening completely outside of our field of view. Right now, today, maybe we're sitting in traffic. Maybe we're making dinner. Maybe we're turning down the volume on our music because it seems too loud today. Right now, that's true. We're doing laundry, whatever it is. We're starting something, and some history is changing, right? And how often is something important happening inside of our own lives that we don't fully recognize yet? There's a relationship, a change, a conversation that's happening over there, a risk that becomes a turning point, a challenge that later becomes the mountain that reshapes us, because sometimes life feels very Napoleon. Big goals, big plans, big ambitions. And sometimes it feels very Lewis and Clark. You look up and you're just like, whoa. Look at these mountains we weren't expecting. Realizing the map might need revision in your head because your perspective matters. That's today's Kindness Spark. I'm glad you're here. Hello, everybody who's in here. Kathleen, Sully, Roseanne, Jess, the first one in this morning. Thanks, everybody. Welcome in. And we're going to get to our who in the world, because I know that's what you all are waiting for. And fade the Kindness Spark music to who in the world? All right, I told you it was going to be an unexpected curveball. So we had our discussion. We had Napoleon over in Italy getting crowned, and Lewis Clark discovering the Rocky Mountains here in the U.S. But this is something else altogether. This is our clue. 3 clues today. We'll give you 3 clues. Today's celebration of someone's birthday. Celebration, maybe not. I don't know. It depends on how you see things. But here it is. The first clue, my nickname sounds more like a horror movie title than a career goal. My nickname sounds more like a horror movie title than a career goal. Clue number 1 for whose birthday today here in our Gen X curveball. And we'll bring up another clue or two. One step at a time, Kathleen. I got you 100%. That's it. Lewis and Clark climbing mountains. I enjoy climbing mountains in my spare time too. Not rock climbing. I've done some heavy stuff before, but not at this age. I'll go for a hike though. Go for a hike for sure. All right. Speaking about going for a hike, perfect segue. We're dropping in with our spotlight. Wait for the drop, and we'll talk about who or what we are talking about today. Stick around for it. Here it is. Today's Kindness Spotlight goes to an organization that's really important to me, and I'm sure, as we talked about going for hikes, it's important to you. It is our National Park Foundation. Today's episode was a little something to exploration. Rocky Mountains, Lewis and Clark, first documented. But today they're not just historical footnotes. They're part of the living landscape millions of people experience through our national parks, public lands, hiking trails, conservation programs, wildlife habitats, outdoor recreation, and most importantly, those family road trips where somebody inevitably has to be. And here's something a lot of people don't realize. Our national parks are facing real challenges right now. Visitation has remained strong and in many places growing, but funding pressures, staffing constraints, maintenance backlogs, infrastructure needs, all kinds of limitations for our programs and our parks to stay strong. That's increasing strain across our system. The translation, the places that we love, these places, these outdoor, beautiful, land of the free, home of the brave stuff here, for sure, needing protection, need help. Trails need maintenance, historic sites need preservations, and wildlife habitats need protection. And that's where organizations like the National Park Foundation come in. They're going to help restore these projects. Lewis and Clark saw mountains. We inherited that stewardship, and so that's the kindness rising angle. The world contains extraordinary things, but they don't automatically stay protected. Absolutely. I think this is a worthwhile project. Together, we make park possible. That's today's Kindness Spotlight. The National Park Foundation. All right. There we have it. Okay. Man, my nose is going. It wasn't when I first started, but I guess I got talking. I get moving around in here, and we're flowing this morning for sure. I hope everyone's having a great day. Hope that those of you who celebrated yesterday enjoyed your day. I'd celebrated mine by picking up bear poop out of my yard and cleaning out the fire pit. No, We did a lot of work scrubbing furniture. Here's a lesson I learned. Here's a life hack, I guess. I don't know. A mixture my wife made, Heather made, to clean up our white, like white plastic, molded plastic furniture. I can't believe the stuff had been sitting out all winter, got like kind of moldy and yucky. Borax and Dawn dish soap. That stuff is like sparkling new. It's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. Borax and Dawn dish soap for white plastic furniture. That's what I spent the day doing, scrubbing white plastic furniture. But that's okay. Our yard is going to be all ship shape and ready for some fun summer times. Aren't you all glad you know that now? Hasn't your life been enriched? Okay. That was me being sarcastic about myself. Anyway, hope everybody's doing great out there. 20 Mule Team comes in for the win. Jess, you got it. Booked the 20 Mule Team of Borax. Yeah. It's pretty amazing. Yeah. Scrub, though. A lot of elbow grease. All right. We're ready for clue number 2. Let's go back, though, and review clue reveal. That was reveal and review at the same time. Whatever word I just came up. Excuse me. My nickname sounds more like a horror movie title than a career goal. Magic erasers. Yes, we love those in our house too. Oh my God, what's wrong with my language today? Clue number 2. Clue number 2. Work. This person's work sparked massive debates about far-ranging topics including morality, law, and religion. Nickname sounds like a horror movie title, sparking massive debates about far-ranging topics, morality, law, religion. All right. 2 clues down. Let's move on. Spray paint it. I don't know, spray painting that plastic stuff works. It might look good right off the bat, but this is like that molded plastic. I don't know if there's paint that sticks to that stuff. Plus, apparently, we're just gluttons for punishment. No, it was actually great activity. I broke a sweat. I was moving. It felt great doing stuff in the yard. I was wiped out too. I slept like a baby. No, I didn't sleep like a baby. I didn't wake up 3 times in the night and poop my pants. I slept really well all the way through the night. All right. Anyway, that is where I'm at. Good morning. Welcome to Kindness Rising. I'm so glad that every single one of you out there, Kathleen, Jess, Sully, I know you're out there, Roseanne, Holroyd, whoever's out there, Keith, come on in, jump in and talk about it. And we are chilling today doing our what's next. Wait, that happened today. And I've already talked about it and I've hinted at it. I've just talked that this is actually the inspiration for the entire episode, was looking at my source for this type of information and going, wait, that literally, I was like, those both happened today on the same day? That was kind of cool to me that it stood out. Anyway, same day, 2 different realities. Napoleon Bonaparte, already the emperor of the French, looks at Italy and apparently decides, you know what this situation needs? Me. And another title. So on May 26, 1805, Napoleon is crowned King of Italy at Milan Cathedral. We know it. We've seen the pictures, the digital evidence. I don't think it was a deep fake either. Subtlety was not exactly Napoleon's signature strength. Historical accounts connect the ceremony to that famous Iron Crown of Lombardy, an ancient symbol loaded with political and religious meaning, right? So it wasn't just a fashion accessory. This was strategy, influence, power consolidation, and a very public statement about control. Classic Napoleon. Cool. That's a good one, right? Jess, I'm glad you like it. I'm like, StreamYard has to have a way for that to happen. I got to get this other crap off the screen now so you can see my big face with the chat. Yeah, I'm like, there's got to be a way. My people got to see what each other are doing, and I don't want to have to click it. And now I know you can probably see the chat also natively in whatever program you're watching it on or whatever, but maybe this is better. I don't know. All right. So yeah, that was the first scene. Napoleon's over in Milan, walking the catwalk, fashion week. No, I'm just kidding. Milan, over in Milan, getting crowned with a pretty nice little fashion, and Lewis and Clark are up here getting eaten alive by mosquitoes and mud and wilderness, whatever. And according to the accounts, the what's important is this was not expected, right? They thought they were just going to find this water route westward and just be like, all right, here we go. Nope. Instead, here's a mountain. Here's something to climb. Discovery really is exciting up until the Discovery hands you this like logistical nightmare, right? And you're like, what am I supposed to do? Right? Oh, God. All right. Finding out what ticks are, I bet, right? Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I'm sure they ran into a few ticks. Anyway, that was the excitement. That's the excitement. Lewis and Clark and Napoleon happening on the same day. No phones, no social media, no live stream. I don't think Lewis and Clark woke up at 7:30 a.m. Maybe it was like more like 6:30 a.m. No, 5:30 a.m. Mountain Time. And we're like, oh, I'm going to log into YouTube and watch Maddie. No, not going to happen. There was no breaking news or a push notification. Just that stuff was just happening. Just like it's happening today, and we use our news to find out. That's why it's so important, our news sources, right? Because there's so much happening. But what's really important, again, what I keep saying is while we're obsessing over our story and one story, just remember there's other stories going on out there happening somewhere else. And those might be the thing, just the thing that are impacting us most. Absolutely. That will impact us most. All right. Well, thanks for joining here on Mornings in the Lab Network and Kindness Rising. I'm glad you guys are here with us. We're going to get on over, of course, to Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. Today is Tuesday, which means we have Thoughts and Coffee coming up for those who are interested in learning about the supply chain and logistics, some of the impacts that are happening in the world right now. Oh, geez. I might need a new microphone, so hopefully they can get one shipped to me at some point. Their supply chain logistics. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. So yeah, get on over and check out Sarah Barnes Humphrey's Thoughts and Coffee and on the Mornings in the Lab Network. And we are continuing to just grow and grow and grow and develop our product. We're taking some time to really get it right. You're going to be seeing some really interesting new things coming out from the network, not just new shows for you, of course, but also ways that our network can help you become an authority, to establish your authority consistently over time, and to develop it and for it to grow, right? Most media companies offer you a product perhaps that, boom, here it is. It's beautiful. It's high gloss. It's a magazine, whatever it might be. But it's static, right? There it is. All right, now it's dead. I have articles that were part of, different things that I've done where I've had mentions, photographs as I was going through my career. But so much has happened in my life since then. Sure, these are authority building things. I can show them to someone and say, look, this is something that I've accomplished. Now I got to show them this, I got to show them that. We're building a product that grows with you, that builds your authority, that shows exactly why you are a leading voice, a subject matter expert in your area. So keep an eye out. Look for that. We're calling it the authority page. And you'll be hearing more about it. All right. Always got to get a commercial in somewhere along the way. The authority page is coming your way. It is awesome. It is awesome. And if you're interested, you can get a behind the scenes look at it with me. Come check it out. I'll show it to you. Reach out to me in the DMs, whatever. I'll show you what we got. Get your feedback. Might be something you're interested in out there. The end. How about clue number 3? Who's ready for the last clue before we wind this engine out? All right. Clue number 1, if we remember. Are we thinking about it? Do we have our Gen X curveball hat on? Whose birthday is it today? Sorry. Nickname sounds more like a horror movie title than a career goal. My work sparked massive debates about far-ranging topics, including morality, law, and religion. Here it is, the last one, the true giveaway. Well, I think there's going to be some people, if you don't already know, the final clue. My aim in helping the patient was not to cause death. My aim was to end suffering. Whose quote, who in the world am I today? The anniversary of their birthday, now we can reveal that this person also found their way to the other side. Hey, Joe! Where are you going with that gun in your hand? Hey, Joe, I am so glad you're here. Welcome in Cheetah 22 and Joe. Hey, Joe Mama. Oh, I got it. Good one, Cheetah. Joe Mama. You're good. You're funny. You're funny. Yeah. Joe Mama, is that the answer to the trivia question? Joe Mama? My nickname sounds more like a horror movie title. My work sparked massive debates about far-ranging. I know, that's all good. It's all good, Chet. I love a little zinga. There we go. Now we're in with the Kevorkians. I remember when like the name Kevorkian would send shivers. It still does, but I mean, look, as a younger person, it was like, oh, Dr. Death, right? And it just brought up all this questions about morality and religion and legal. And you went to jail. You went to jail over it. He died. It's like 15 years ago now. 2011, I think, was when I saw it. He went to prison. He was in prison for like 9 years, 9 or 10 years over it. He died shortly after release from prison himself. But I believe in mercy. This is there's always a line. There's a thin line. But if I have to say something, I believe in mercy. I've seen the work of mercy. Actually, the Mercy House is a place here locally, the place where my father actually passed away, with mercy and love and support. So I believe in that. I believe in the hospice mission and helping people die with dignity. But the Kevorkian thing, what? I mean, it was, does anybody else feel that way? It changed the way we view assisted passing. Yes. We can always help people, Jess. I love that. Yes, I agree with that. We can all have mercy, kindness, compassion in the end for others, just as we would probably want for ourselves. I agree wholeheartedly. Lucas, welcome back, dude. Lucas from Australia is back today. I am glad you are here. Where's your buddy? What was his name? Atomic something or other. I'm glad you're here, Lucas. Lucas from Australia in the house. Thanks for coming in, dude. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are just winding down. We just finished our Who's Who I don't know if you stuck it out. And Lucas, if I remember, you might be a little on the younger side than our typical audience, but I love it. I love it, dude. You ever hear of Dr. Jack Kevorkian, Lucas? Definitely I think the modern catalyst for discussion about assisted suicide, but I hate it. I hate it. That's not what it is. That's not what it is. It's merciful and assisted passing. Yep. Yep. Dr. Jack Kevorkian, Lucas, for your edification, literally, was a late 20th century physician in the United States of America who really brought forth this idea of helping people to die with dignity. And he actually assisted, he actually provided the assistance that allowed people to pass by choice. He actually went to jail for it for 9 years. It's interesting, right? It's just an interesting, and I do think because of his work, the conversation around death and dying and choice and dignity was absolutely impacted. And I think we see it. I think we see it differently than we did then. Of course, there are moral. Of course, there are lines. There's a line to everything. But I believe in anything that provides compassion, dignity, hope for humanity, even at the end, right, Jess? Even at the end. And Kathleen, you're there with me too. So that's cool. All right. I didn't mean to bring it down like that though with the Kevorkian thing. The whole point was I was going through my sources, and it's like, oh, that dude's birthday would have been today. But he died in 2011 himself. I agree, and that's exactly what he did, Jess, right? That was his quote. My aim in helping the patient was not to cause death. My aim was to end suffering. And isn't that one of the jobs of a physician? First, cause no harm, but isn't it also to end suffering? Interesting moral question for us all. So that's it, man. That's our deal. I'm gonna roll into our kindness compass because time is flying. Let's see here. There we go. That's the compass theme, not that diddity bebop stuff I was up to. 5 quick thoughts about perspective. Number 1. The history multitask. The world is always bigger than the single headline you're focused on right now. Number 2, don't confuse visibility with importance. Sometimes major shifts are happening quietly. And number 3, discovery often looks intimidating at first. Lewis and Clark certainly felt intimidated, right, by their discovery as they approached the Rocky Mountains on this day in 1805. Number 4, ambition takes many forms. Napoleon wanted empire. Lewis and Clark, exploration. Louis Mayberry into innovation, personal growth, service, whatever it is, very different roads, all towards positivity and growth. And number 5, stay curious about the stories outside of your bubble. The world is full of parallel realities happening at the same time. Keep an eye open for what's happening in the world. Those are your 5 ways to 5 thoughts about perspective. Absolutely. And thanks for joining here on Kindness Rising as we come here every weekday morning, 7:30 a.m. Eastern on YouTube and LinkedIn. And we're supposed to be changing music. There it is. Music changing. All right. Transition. DJ, put your records on. That's what fascinated me about May 26. 2 different stories, 1 crown, 1 mountain, 1 power, 1 story about discovery. Because while we're focused on our schedules, our goals, our worries, and our timelines, the world keeps unfolding beyond our awareness. Right? So this is it. That's that message for today. Keep an eye out for new discovery, new challenges, new questions, and new possibilities. Come on back tomorrow morning, 7:30 a.m. Eastern, right here on Kindness Rising. Now get on over to Mornings in the Lab with Chief John and friends on the Mornings in the Lab network. I will see you back here tomorrow morning, 7:30 a.m. Eastern. And until then, stay uncommon and stay kind.